You're building that foundation. So when the storms come, you remind, devil, I told you, get your hand off my baby with that. No, we're not going to have no fever around here. In the name of Jesus, I pray before you're going to be healed. Amen. Matter of a few minutes, maybe half an hour or so, they sound asleep. Yes. Yeah, you can give them Tylenol. You can, do what you need to do, medically speaking. But always pray the word. And before you really have to, you keep it a part of your lips. You just speak life, not speak death. Amen. Speak life over your family. And not just make up something. Agree with God. And when you speak the word and you agree with God, then God gets involved. Why? Because that's what he wants to do. That's exactly what he wants to do, give you long life. That's right. I mean, God don't want to have your life cut short. Amen. The devil's one that steals. He steals the life, cut it short. Yeah. God, Jesus come to give us life and life more abundantly. Say abundantly. But how are you talking? Yeah. See, you're going to agree with somebody. And God is saying, agree with me. Now, notice we read earlier about Amos. Can two walk together unless they be agreed, right? We can't even walk with God if we do not agree with him. And the way we agree with God is to believe and confess what he says, especially what he says about us, God. Think about it. Now, the Bible talks about walking with God. We ought to walk with God. We walk by faith, not by sight. But you can't walk with God consistently if you're not agreeing with him. Amen. God says go down the center aisle, and you over here going toward the band. No. Say agree with God. Agree with God. See, God don't think like we think. He's very focused. Amen. He already has the end game. And the way he talks is important. I watch some of the coaches and stuff, and especially the new coaches, and or the one that's lost a season, and he wants to do better. And he says, he's interviewed by other people. He says, we're going to take one day at a time. One day at a time? I thought you wanted to get a championship. But it takes more boldness and faith to speak championship at the beginning of the season. But God says, it's powerful. God declares the end from the beginning. That's what Jesus says, we're going to go over to the other side. We're not going to go and drown. We're going to go over to the other side. He speaks the end from the beginning. What are you speaking about your end? Don't make it up. Just speak what God says about you. That's good. You don't have to make it up. Just speak what God says about you. Now you got God of heaven and earth working with you because he works with his own word. That's right. So when the coach says, we're going for the championship, that speaks volumes to the whole team. Now we know the bar is set high, as opposed to just one game at a time. You know what's really doing? In case it don't work, we just got to make it, kind of trying to make it. That's not how God don't think trying to make it. That's right. I want to minister to you. And I want to encourage you. See, if some of you are a little challenged a little bit, don't feel bad. Just say, you know what, God, I'm stepping up my game now. I'm going to get more into this word. I'm going to meditate on it, keep it on my mouth, and make it part of my life. I'm going to let you show yourself strong. Because that's what God says in Mark chapter 16, verse 20. Jesus started working with them, confirming the word with signs following. He confirms the word with signs following. Give God some word in your life to work with. He'll confirm it. He'll bring what it says alive into your life, into your family, into your marriage, your finances, your career, your life. But you got to give him something to work with, or he can't confirm. He can't confirm crazy stuff. He's not about that. But he confirms his word. Say his word. His word.